Welcome to another edition of Arizona Living. Today we're going to have on the show Mr. Luis Gomez. Stay tuned! Happy Saturday, guys. So it's been a crazy morning, but I wanted to stay true to our start time, 9 a.m. Pacific. I had one person commented, Bob, saying not everyone that watches the show is outside of Arizona. Arizona, as you probably guys may or may not know, we celebrate PST 6 months of the year and MST the other 6 months of the year. The time here never, ever, ever changes, guys. So today on the live stream, we're going to have with us Mr. Luis Gomez, who's a loan officer. Let me bring up his card. Luis is on his way. Hopefully he does not get into a car accident on the way here like the A-Team did that time. So I told him to drive safe. He claims he'll be here in about another 15 minutes. So look who we have with us here. We have little Rory. Hey, Roar, I need you to turn on that light for me over there. Behind the light, there's these two buttons. You press up on them, all right? There's two buttons. You press up. I forgot to turn on the light. I just ran into the bootleg studio to get the party started, guys. So let me make sure we got this thing cooking right here. I don't see any comments yet, guys. I believe we are actually live streaming. Go ahead, post something below so I know you guys are actually watching. Let me see if I can figure this out here. It says we got 5 people watching. I don't know if I believe all that. So, Rory, she did good this week in her swim class. She's now what they call a sea lion. Right? You did good, huh? All right. So I still don't see any comments. I got a handful of questions. But let me start off the show with this, guys. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Sam Santiago. And I'm your friend in Arizona. I call it like it is. I tell you the good, the bad, and the ugly if you're considering moving to the Valley of the Sun, okay? No holds barred. I do not hold back. Now, my backstory, real quick, 8 years ago, my life, bad stuff happened, okay? I take full accountability. It was all my fault. What happened? What forced me to move here? Couple things. Number 1, I got laid off from my job. Number 2, I got divorced. Number 3, around that time, I got foreclosed. And number 4, for good measure, the IRS audited me, guys. So I had all these bad things happening. My brother had a spare room in his condo, stop snapping, and he offered me a place to stay. Now, when I moved to Arizona, I had no intentions of staying. 0 intentions. Believe that. I did not want to live in Arizona for the rest of my life. But I ended up meeting her mom. What are you doing? Meeting her mom, and now we have a house together in Gilbert. And now I'm like partially stuck here. I would love to be a snowbird, live in New Jersey part of the year. So that's my backstory. I have a handful of questions that you guys asked. Feel free, guys. Write some comments, some questions below. Luis should be here soon. I have 9 people watching. I'm sure he's going to complain that it's too hot in here. You know, the girls didn't complain. Speaking of the girls, okay, trying to buy a little bit of time before Luis comes. I went to the I shouldn't say the grand opening. This past Monday, all right, Tom Sen, Gabby and Janet's cafe opened up. I went on Monday. I got a sandwich during lunch. They weren't there. And then on Thursday, this past Thursday, I went for their party, after hours party. It was between 7 and 9. I arrived early, like at 6:30. Stop playing with that. And I stayed till 7:30. Now, you guys, I got to bust your chops a little bit. You guys are forever asking me, when's the next ZonyCon? When's the next ZonyCon? I want to meet you. I told all you guys where I was going to be. Not a single person was there. I was there all by my lonesome, just sitting there, waiting and waiting. No one ever showed up. So 7:30 came, I got in my car, and I left, you know? So stop breaking my balls. When's the next ZonyCon? You had your opportunity, all right? So the next one's going to be in 2020, which is not that long from now, all right? So calm down. So that's a story with the cafe. I intend on making a video. Put that in your room, please. The microphone's very sensitive. So I intend on making a video all about Tom Sen, and you could see a little bit of the party. They had some live entertainment. It was good. It was good. So what questions you guys got for me? If you don't have any, I'm going to start going with the questions I was asked previously. which may or may not have anything to do with getting a mortgage. Stop touching the table. The microphone's very, very sensitive. Stop. All right, no questions? Jesus.
I think they're waiting for Lewis.
They're waiting for Lewis. All right. I'm going to share with you guys a talent that I have, okay? Very proud of this talent. It annoys Cartoon Wife when I do it. But I'm going to share with you this talent anyway. You ready? Here it comes. You know what it is, right? That was a fail.
Yeah.
That was a big fail. Normally I could drink this all in like one shot. I think because I was talking so much, my voice closed up and now I'm all wet. That was a big fail. That was not planned, guys. So anyway, Lewis is not here yet. You guys haven't asked a single question. I got 14 people watching. And I guess I'm just going to go to the question that was previously asked. Lewis is going to walk in here. Why are you all wet? So when Lewis comes, you need to leave, all right?
Why?
Or we can set up that chair over here if you want. Bring the chair over here.
Okay.
Not the big one, the little one. Bring the little one, bring it over here. But you need to be quiet when he's here.
Okay.
All right, guys. So while we wait for Lewis, let me go and do another shameless plug for my t-shirts. No one's bought any of these t-shirts. I guess you don't like them. The Zoni t-shirts, I sold quite a few of them. But these Phoenix t-shirts, I've not sold a single one. So if you want to buy a t-shirt, there's the link. teespring.com/ArizonaLiving.
I only bought one.
Yeah, probably a Zoni one, but not one of these red ones. At least I haven't been notified anyone's bought one of these red ones. All right, so so I'm getting noticed in public a lot these days, by the way. It seems like every time I'm out and about, with the exception of Thursday at Tom Sen, okay, I have been recognized pretty much everywhere I go. Picking up from school, going to Target, going to Costco the majority of the time. I'm being recognized. So some people are watching this show apparently. So we got 14 people watching. Still, not a single question on the live stream. Not even one. You guys, when Lewis comes, don't be embarrassing me. You make sure you ask some questions while Lewis is here. What are you doing? Get out of here. Sit in your chair. Maron. All right, so Lewis said he was going to be here soon. Let me go and see if there's some questions that you guys asked previously that I could go ahead and answer. Let's see. All right, well, let's see here. Okay, let's go with Michelle. Michelle and Rob. Michelle, if you're watching, go ahead and write a comment. But I'm going to go ahead and ask you. I'm going to say what your question was. Rather specific question. Rob and I were looking into Trilogy at Encantera, and a new build was requiring $70,000 down. Usually a new build is like $10,000 down. Anyone know the reasoning for this? Because it's a 55 plus community. I assume that's what she's trying to say. Stop making noise.
I'm not
So,
making noise.
Michelle, I don't know why they want $70,000 down, but I don't know anything about 55 plus communities. That's more of a realtor question. But at least you're looking on the east side now, not the west side. Welcome to the dark side, okay? Finally, I've been saying over and over and over again on this channel, the east side is better than the west side. If you don't like it, I don't care, okay? It's a fact. The west side is not as developed. Point blank, period. You could argue all day, Janet and Gabby. The west side is not as developed as the east side. Period. End of story. So the east side, yes, traffic is worse because guess what? It's more desirable that you live on the east side. Okay, I am not a realtor. I'll freaking say whatever I want to say. So I don't give a crap who I offend. That's the whole point of this show. It's my unfiltered opinion, and that's how it is. Sour Patch is right here. So congratulations, Michelle and Rob. You're finally freaking listening to me. Looking on the east side. Now, Santan Village, it's still kind of stickish. It's not Gilbert or Chandler, but at least it's on the east side. Maron, it's about time. So, again, I don't know nothing about 55 plus communities because I'm not 55 yet. I don't know why they want 70 grand out of your pocket. But you know what? Look into it. Go visit. Come here. I'll go have lunch with you guys. Come here. Come visit. drive around. You can go to the Sticks. If you don't believe me, the Surprise is in the middle of freaking nowhere, and that Estrella Mountain Ranch is in the middle of freaking nowhere. You can come here and see for yourself the tumbleweeds, all right? So I still don't see any comments here. I'm fired up today, Saturday morning. Where the hell is Lewis? It's already 9:10. So let's go. What other questions here? Bob Smith asked about Tom Senn. I already talked a little bit about that. I got 2 questions here. Oh, okay, here we go. N. Barrera. How is winter in Arizona? Today I went out and I saw all summer stuff on sale. It gets cold around here? What's the lower it gets? What type of clothing are appropriate? I moved from Pennsylvania and left all my winter clothes. All right, N. Barrera. When I first moved here, I didn't think it was going to be cold at all. I didn't bring any whatsoever winter type clothes. None. Zero. Zilch. And that was a mistake. I really should have brought some winter clothes with me, because during parts of the year, it gets to be 40 degrees, believe it or not. In the middle of the night, it's like 40 degrees. It can get cold here, believe it or not. So hopefully you have some... it says you left all your winter clothes, so you're stuck like me, having to go out and buy some. If you guys are watching this and you haven't moved to Arizona yet and you intend to, you're going to want to bring some, not a lot, but some of your winter clothes with you, all right? Now, the people that are natives here, people that live here for a long time, when it's 80 degrees out, you'll start seeing them wearing scarves. I kid you not. 80 degrees to the people here is cold. I am not kidding. Some of the thumbnails have Janet and Gabby wearing like scarves and jackets, and I'm still in a t-shirt because I don't consider 80 degrees cold, But eventually you start thinking 90 is normal. 90 is not normal, guys. It's not normal for regular people outside of Arizona. For people that live in Arizona, 90 is the norm. All right, so that's all the questions I really had that don't have anything to do with loans. There's like 2 questions I had out there specifically for Lewis. You guys, I'm trying to buy some time. It's 9:12, waiting for Mr. Luis Gomez to get over here. I got an amusing story for you before he arrives. And Rory's laying down on the floor down here with the cat. I don't know what the heck she's doing. So here's an amusing story. So 1:30 a.m. this morning, I happened to be in the little boy's room. Nature called. When you get older, in the middle of the night, sometimes you got to go and do your business. I got a text from Mr. Luis Gomez at 1:30 in the morning saying he was just leaving work. And he asked if we could reschedule this to 10 a.m. And I was like, hell no. I have a commitment to you guys. I said 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Atlantic, Eastern time. I wasn't going to change that because he decided to work till 1:30 in the morning. He's freaking crazy. I ain't going to change that. You guys will crucify me. So I told him, either you be here at 9, don't come at all. So he's late, but he's still coming, all right? So that's the story with Luis Gomez. He should be here very soon, hopefully. I hope it's not like 9:55 and he arrives and we just say hello and goodbye. I don't know if I got any more material to talk about. I mean, the whole reason why I do these live streams is for me to avoid doing those boring white screen videos. I didn't want to do any more of those white screen videos. So whatever topics I would normally cover during those white screen videos is kind of what I wanted to share during these live streams. Aurora, stop making noise. You don't listen. Get out. Get out. Get out. You don't listen. The microphone's very sensitive. You're making noise. Get out. Oh, Maron. All right, I'm going to take a break. Write some questions for me, guys. You can ask about anything. You can ask about my vacation I took recently to New York, New Jersey. No? Still no questions? It says here 17 people are watching. Not a single question? That's weird. Really? Can you guys see and hear me okay? I don't got no questions whatsoever here. Really? Okay. Well, we're going to call this short, I guess. I mean, I don't want to end the show. I got Lewis coming here. I don't know what else to talk about. I'm in the bootleg studio. Oh, I got something. We actually paid. We went back to Floor & Decor, and we paid for the materials. The little... Rory, go get me the sample, the wood sample. It's downstairs.
Why do I have to go downstairs?
Don't wear those shoes down the stairs. I don't need you falling down the stairs. Put them out of the way. I don't want Lewis tripping them on them either. For those of you who don't have children, you really think hard about having children. They're like little mortgages. They're expensive as all hell for care. I'm telling you. Really think about it. Cartoon Wife wants a second one. I do not want a second one. No, I cannot afford a second one. I'm not going to be one of these people that the wife works just to pay for childcare. You know, daycare is extremely expensive. And I don't want a stranger raising my kid. So I do not want another one. No, I'm fine with just the one. I don't want number two. You know, whatever. Cartoon Wife's mad at me. I don't want number two. I do not want number two. It does not make any financial sense. I'm already 43. I'm starting to think about retirement down the line. And no, I'm not having a second kid. No freaking way. And they're all pain in the ass. So seriously, if you're thinking about having kids, really, really, really weigh the pros and the cons. I adore Aurora. She's my favorite kid in the entire world. I adore her. Believe me, I'm a helicopter dad. I take good care of her. But I don't want a second one. When my little nieces and nephews come, I get very annoyed easily. I'm getting too old for that. No thank you. So, still not a single comment. Is this thing working? I don't know. That's freaking weird. That's really weird. You guys asking any questions out there? I got 24 people watching. Please, post a question below. Come on, I want to make sure this thing is working. Oh! I was looking at the wrong... son of a bitch. Sorry, guys. I was looking at Top Chat instead of Live Chat. Oh, Maron. Michelle and Rob. Hi, Sam. I got a lot to read now because I'm a jamook. All right, sorry, guys. I apologize. Your man is a jamook. All right, here's the sample that we got from Floor in the Car with Janet and Gabby. We ordered this stuff, and it's... once it arrives, it's on. They have to special order it. Once it arrives, I have to call a guy. He's gonna pick it up, bring it here, and we already paid 50% for the installation, and we're gonna do it in October. So we're gonna get the whole upstairs, to the exception of the bathrooms and the washroom, the washer dryer room. Anything that has carpet currently is gonna be replaced with that stuff, and it's gonna cost a freaking arm and a leg, guys, because we of course had to pick the nicest of the nice, you know. But you know. Money comes, money goes, just like I always tell Roy. So let's go up and down this list. I apologize. I didn't see all these freaking comments. All right. Jesse Dave TV official. LOL. Well, I hope he's safe too. Arizona drivers scare me. Arizona drivers scare me too, Jesse. Seriously. Michelle again, hello. I apologize. Oh, my man Cesar Miraz, who moved here from Chicago. Good morning, Sam the man. Well, good morning to you, Caesar. Thank you again for that Starbucks gift card. All right. I'm gonna butcher some of your names. I'm just gonna warn you right up front, okay? Nathaniel Thomas, I'm moving there. See you over here. Caesar again. We've been here since July 4th. We love it. Big streets, great eateries. Sure would like to treat you to another Starbucks. I said the Starbucks coming before I even read that, man. Steely Dan, I'm moving to Wickenburg, Arizona next year. I thought I saw a sign for Wickenburg. I'm pretty sure I saw that sign. I think, yeah. It's towards Florence, right? I'm pretty sure, Steely Dan, it's by Florence. I could be wrong. Okay, Force Master Nike, I heard Uber might very well open a corporate location in Phoenix. What do you think of that? Good for them. Come on down. More commerce for us is better for the for everybody over here financially. Okay, Jesse, Dave, TV official. Phoenix is definitely coming up. Sounds cool. Glad I moved here. Originally from Texas. Yeah! I've been to Texas many times. Kenya Hicks. Oh no, I wanted to come. Yeah, Kenya, you should have come to Tom Sen. Dang it. I was just sitting there by my lonesome, looking all sad, you know. Luckily, I met Gabby's boyfriend, by the way, Amir. And I recorded it, and I don't think Gabby really wants me to show him, so I'm not going to show him. But I met Amir. He's a real dude, guys. But you guys are always asking me if Gabby's single. Let's see here. Cesar, bro, your kid is right next to you. Slow down with the balls. I don't even know what you're talking about with the balls, but all right. I probably said balls. I don't know. I need my shirt. Kenya, the link. Arizona Living. What is it? Teespring.com/Arizona Living. Okay, that's how you get that t-shirt. This t-shirt here, It's almost dry right now because I'm in the bootleg studio and it's freaking hot. So it's almost dry, even though I failed at my drinking water thing. Let's see here. Steely Dan, California people are flooding the Phoenix Valley. That is right. California are the folks that are majority coming here right now. The people that are transplanting themselves over in Arizona, mostly from California. A little bit from Chicago, like my man Cesar. But for the most part right now, it's Californians that are invading Arizona. Michelle, you are hilarious. Thank you. Kenya, dang. Jesse Dave, TV official, yup. It's a good place for jobs and the minimum wage matches the cost of living in my opinion. I kind of agree with you. Amesh Finch, have you been to Pizzeria Bianco yet? What's your review? No, I have not. I have a gift card my brother gave me. I have yet to go to Pizzeria Bianco. What are you doing? That's Lewis's water. What are you doing?
Other one.
Yeah, I know I have a spare. Get it. Oh, Maron. Don't wet the mic. It's a very expensive mic. It's a very sensitive mic. They hear every little crackle. Believe me. All right, let's see here. LaFanio, I want to move to Tempe. Tempe's nice if you're young. I would move there if I was young. Jesse Dave TV. Me? I don't know what you mean by that. Michelle, do you know of any good 55 plus master plan communities with amenities and stuff to do? Any in Gilbert? I haven't looked at the 55 plus communities, to be honest with you. I know there's a ton of them out here. I just haven't looked at any of them. Kenya, I want the Phoenix one, but I am only buying from you. Yeah, buy from teespring.com/Arizona Living. That's how I get my shirt right there. That's exactly how I got it. And again, on the screen, it looks really bright red. In reality, it's more of like a muted orangey type of color. Just to warn you, it looks more like this than the bright red you see on the computer screen. I mean, on their website, I should say. Obviously, you're looking through a phone or a computer right now. Michelle, hi there. LOL. Steely Dan, I like the West Side. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with the West Side. All I am saying is the East Side is much more built up. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying I lived in Avondale for like 4 or 5 years. I like the house in Avondale. Frankly, I kind of liked it better than the house I have now. Cartoon Wife would disagree because I had a very small kitchen, a very small master bath. But other than that, I actually had a real backyard, not a little side yard like I got here. But you know, there's pros and cons to everything. Some people prefer the West Side. They prefer Tumbleweed. They prefer it to be more sparse. You know, everybody has pros and cons. Aurora, I'm recording over here. Stop yelling. All right. Stop yelling. This is a very sensitive mic. Stop yelling. All right, Steely Dan, you just made my point. You like the sticks. There you go. LaFanio, does anyone in Arizona go scorpion hunting at night? I've done it before. I have my little purple light and my spray. I've done it before. I don't do it for fun. I do it to just, when I lived in Avondale, to go around the perimeter to stop so many of them coming into the house. So yes, I've done that. Cesar, I did the scorpion hunt, found nothing. Good for you. Good for you. Michelle, Estrella has no hospital nearby, so we have ditched that idea. Good. Good for you. Good. Like I said, ding, 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 ding. You do not want to live on the West Side. I'm telling you. You guys are coming from Pennsylvania, from like New Jersey, okay? You want civilization. You need to look at Gilbert and Chandler. Forget about living in the middle of the sticks if you want to do anything. If you don't want to spend like my sister-in-law living by the nuclear power plant on the West Side. It takes her a half hour to get to anywhere. Anywhere. If she wants to go to the store, it takes her a half hour one way, half hour back. If she forgets something, that's another hour round trip she's going to waste to go get something she forgot. I don't want to live like that. Let's see here. Cesar, why? Whoa. What the hell happened? Okay. Oh, man. I touched. Oh, is this like blowing up? My screen just moved, and I'm trying to figure out where I left off. Okay, here we go. Why is the Dream Team dropping the ball? Looks like they're kicking you and your audience to the curb. What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, they're realtors and they're opening up. They opened up a cafe. I mean, I don't know what you mean. I don't know what you mean by that, Cesar. But you know, we're good. We're good. You know, this is my channel. This is not. They have their own YouTube channel. For those of you that don't know, you can go and check out their channel. It's the A-Team AZ, I think is what it's called, the A-Team AZ. So you can go check out their YouTube channel. They have 8+ videos on there. I mean, YouTube's a lot of work, guys. It really is. It's not easy. And I just want to make sure that Bell was not Lewis telling me he got into a car accident.
What?
Lewis wrote, I kid you not, they can't see my shoes, can they? He's apparently concerned about his shoes.
No, they're not shoes. They're probably gonna be fine shoes.
Lewis is a young guy who dresses very, very Rico Suave. He dresses the part. Me, I don't give a rat's ass. I'll show you my shoes. I can't remember the last time I shined my shoes. I don't care. Right now I'm just wearing socks. Don't bother me one little bit. You guys probably watching or actual fans of the show, but there's a lot of trolls out there. Believe you me. People write nasty comments, and I don't give a rat's ass, okay? I don't care. I am totally transparent with you guys. I tell it like it freaking is, and that's why you enjoy watching me, because it's authentic, I'm not here trying to portray something I'm not, what you see is what you get with me. So let's continue with the list of comments I've slacked on. Okay, let's see here. Okay, Jesse, I just wear Converse skinnies and long cardigans in the winter, and I'm sure I'll be fine. Michelle, what communities can you recommend on the east side? I don't really know about communities. I'll have to touch base with you offline about the ones I know of, in particular in Gilbert. Kenya, question, okay? What's your question? Cesar, hey, thanks for referral with Nature Zone. Bill is a good guy, and I did tell him I found Nature Zone on your YouTube channel. Did you get... Yes, I got a complimentary spray coming. I canceled. It was supposed to be last Wednesday. It actually rained. It doesn't rain here very often, so I canceled it because I didn't want to just waste the spray for the water to put it away. So, yes, thank you, Cesar. I believe, based on other people that have told me they have... contacted Nature Zone, which is not a sponsor of the show. Nature Zone, I think, based on what I'm seeing, for every 2 or 3 customers that you guys, say you found them through the channel, for every 2 or 3 of you guys, I get 1 free spray. That's kind of what it's looking like. Frankly, I don't have an arrangement with them. They just kind of contact me once in a while. Hey, we want to give you another free spray. I'm like, all right, great. So it's totally organic. I didn't ask them to give me free sprays. They're doing it out of the kindness of their heart. And I really appreciate you guys that are using Nature Zone, that you tell them that I referred you. I appreciate that. Hey, $1 saves $1 earned. So I love Nature Zone. For those of you that are new to the show, you're like, what the hell is this guy going on and on about with Nature Zone? I had a bug problem when I lived on the west side in Avondale. It's not just the west side. The whole valley has bug problems, okay? And we had a dog, and she died unexpectedly. And I suspect it was because of a black widow, because we did have black widows that were by the grill outside. And this is like before I officially moved in, I think, with Cartoon Wife. So anyway, we hired an extermination company to come out, and one after another, they sucked. They were horrible. And one day, somebody knocked my door from Nature Zone, a salesman, and he was swearing up and down that his service was the best. It wasn't the owner, it was a salesperson, and he swore up and down for like an hour his service was the best, and I didn't believe him. So I put him to the test, and they have not failed me yet. I've been using these guys for years now. I used them in Avondale, I use them in Gilbert, and they are a class act. And in Arizona, contractors, you're lucky they come the same freaking day. Okay, they say they're going to be there on Wednesday. You're lucky they come by 8 o'clock that day. Okay, so that's why I trust Nature Zone, and I highly recommend them. And I didn't ask them for free sprays. They're doing this because they're good people. All right, so if you're moving to Arizona and you're going to, unless you're renting, you're going to want to get your place sprayed professionally. All right, I'm telling you right that. And if you have crickets, you're going to have scorpions, because guess what? Scorpions eat crickets, So if you don't have crickets, you're not going to have scorpions. So you're going to want to hire Nature Zone if you move over here. Tell them I referred you so I get some more free sprays, all right? I get sprayed, my house sprayed every other month, right? Where we're going here, all right. Okay, here we go. Okay, Kenya, I just got here, and why do people here not smile? You're going to have people like that everywhere. I'm from New York, New Jersey. Depends on the day. Some people smile, some people don't, you know. I don't go out and make it a point to smile at everybody. I'm having a monster, all right, guys? Here we go. I know you can hear the cracking. I know. Sorry. We had a late start to today. I got up late. Like I said, 1:30 a.m. I was texting back and forth with Lewis. Had a hard time falling asleep. Ended up waking up like at 7 o'clock. It was just 2 hours ago. Racing to clean the house because my mom raised me. If you're going to have company over, make sure you clean your house. You know? So that's how I am. So I got the two girls, Rory and Cartoon Wife, cleaning. This one gave me an attitude this morning like you wouldn't believe. She's now called an inmate because she's having bread and water. That's what you're eating today, bread and water. Okay, so let's continue with these questions here. I appreciate all you guys asking all these questions. Let's see here. How am I doing on my keto diet? Connie Valez asked. Sorry if I mispronounced that. My keto diet? I'm not doing so good on the keto diet, to be honest with you. I really like being a vegan. Believe it or not, if you go back on this channel, there's a lot of videos where I was vegan and I was making vegan recipes. And the name of the show was Vegan Recipe Review. I would find a popular YouTuber that was a vegan. I would make their recipe, and Rory, Cartoon Wife, and myself would give thumbs up, thumbs down. That was the name of the show, Vegan Recipe Review. And the show has evolved to what it is today, Arizona Living. But those videos are still there. I like being a vegan, but it was a pain in the ass to do all the preparation. You know, but I just felt a lot better. I'm not that big of a meat eater, believe it or not. Aurora, get off the table. Okay, here we go here. Michelle Vogel, you're so funny. Thank you, Michelle. I like to hear that. All right, let's see here. Jesse Jose, what part of Texas? I'm from Austin, San Antonio. Cartoon Wife hates it when I do my southern. Get out of here with the water. You're making too much noise. Get out of here. And where the hell is Lewis? It's 7:32. Jesus Christ. Kenya Hicks. Wow. The D. Smith. That floor sample looks gorgeous. Thank you. There's a video all about this. It shows not just the one little panel. It shows what it's going to look like. There's a video out there where I went with the A-Team. And that's Mr. Luis Gomez. I got Ring on my phone. So, yeah, bring him up. Okay, Lefaniel. LOL, okay, laughing my ass off. Kenya, me too, it's just weird. Jose Hernandez, Austin, Kenya Hicks, but they're not gonna dampen my spirit. Kenya Hicks, Spirit. Speaking of Spirit, they just opened up the Spirit store. So we intend on going today. Spirit store, for those of you that don't know, is like a big pop-up Halloween store here. And I think they're throughout the country, not just Arizona. And I hear my dog's barking, so I know he's definitely here. All right, Jose Hernandez. We lived out there for 2 years and we missed the food, people, everything. I don't know, Jose, if you're talking about Arizona or if you're talking about Texas. Michelle, we have a house in Anthem in escrow. Congratulations, Michelle. Anthem. Jesse, Dave TV. Jose, Austin is funny, but it's way more pricier. No medical marijuana in Texas. Hey, it's my buddy Jay DeQuento. How's Rocco? Haven't seen him in a while. Rocco's fine. He needs another haircut. And then I have Sour Patch over here running around. Aurora, when Lewis is here, be quiet. Here, take your water with you so you can get that water. Lewis is not here. Was that just somebody? I guess there was just somebody walking by the house and the dogs decided to bark. Really? I thought Lewis is here. For real? Oh, Maron, it's 7:33. Oh, Maron. All right, let's continue with these. Thank you guys so much. Every one of you guys that commented, this helps me out tremendously. Because if you guys weren't posting comments here that I could finally read because I'm a stunad, I would just be staring at the screen waiting for Lewis. I appreciate that. All right, let's continue over here. Okay. How's Rocco? I answered that. Marco Taco Burger. My dad and brother are moving there from Houston. Kenya Hicks. I've been here since 7-8, but I have not been to Phoenix, but I don't know where to go to park and look around. Suggestions. Phoenix, as in the city, I mean, there's tons of street parking. You don't have to park in a garage. I would recommend you go by where the baseball field is. Go in that vicinity. They have like a what is it called? Not Planet Hollywood. Hard Rock Cafe. Go where the Hard Rock Cafe is. That vicinity there. That's pretty cool. And I don't know if that's considered downtown. But yeah, just come to Phoenix. There's plenty of parking. Don't worry about parking. It's Phoenix. It's not New York. It's not going to cost you a fortune to park your car. It's going to be cheap. Don't worry about it. Let's see here. Kenya Hicks, essential place to park and walk around. I just answered that. I'm on the border of Chandler and Gilbert. Oh, all right. That's cool. Loving it. That's great, Kenya. Good for you. Lewis, so funny. Yeah, Lewis, you're so funny. Get over here with your shoes. I got to see what kind of shoes he has. You know I'm going to bust his chops about the shoes. I'm just saying. When I get... Okay, Nathaniel, when I get there, I straight up want to meet you, bro. I love this show. You see? I get comments like that all the time. I tell you guys I'm going to be at Tom Sen, and then nobody comes. So, yeah, we're going to do a zoning con, guys. For sure. 2020. I love the show, too. Thanks, Kenya. 100%. Again, Jay DeQuento's asking about Rocco. Rocco's still alive. He's downstairs. He's a pain in the ass. So I won't get into the situation. All right, what the hell? Lewis is not here. So we have a little doggy gate, right? Like a kid gate. And we're trying to keep the dogs on their little side of the house when we're not home so they don't pee and poop everywhere. Well, we're having problems with the gate. So what we're going to need to get these little... We have to fix the gate, basically, so they can't escape the gate. So they stay in their little corner during the day, and there's a door to go outside, a little doggy door, and they have like a dog run outside. It's a nice little setup. Is it ideal? No. But these dogs, they piss and poop everywhere. And so they don't listen. They don't listen one little freaking bit. So don't worry. Rocco's okay. He's still alive. Let's see here. I'm getting towards the end of your questions, guys. Nathaniel, you should do a sports show on the Arizona State University men's basketball team. I'd love to see that. I'm not really a sports guy. I don't really do sports. It's not my thing, especially college. I mean, I don't even watch the pros. I'm not going to watch college. Victor Angus, have you ever considered YouTube videos in Spanish? Yo no hablo mi español es muy mal, Victor. Muy mal. No bueno. I have. There's 1 or 2 videos where I had it transcribe it in Spanish, but I don't actually speak Spanish very good. I'm very bad at speaking Spanish. Let's see here. Shiria Parchman, have you done a video about the nightlife in Arizona? No, for 2 reasons. 1, I'm old. Okay, I'm old. You're not gonna see me out there, first Fridays out partying. Not my thing. Number 2. It gets dark, and my GoPro doesn't do so good at night. So, because of those 2 things, no, I don't do nightlife videos here. We want to see the shoes. Yes, Kenya, I want to see the shoes too. Knowing him, though, he's not going to want to share the shoes. He's concerned about his appearance. He's going to get mad that I even said to you guys when he wrote about his shoes. But... he's 40 minutes late. This is what he gets. That's his punishment. I want to ask him if I can show you his shoes. Okay, there's barely any life out there. Team Inferno. In comparison to what I call a real city, you're absolutely right. There's not a huge presence out here in terms of nightlife. They have some, but not a lot. Kenya, do you have any new suggestion Mexican food? I'm scared to get home there. Okay, Kenya, sorry. Do you have any new suggestions about Mexican food? I am scared to get some nasty food. Mexican food is not my favorite cuisine. However, let me ask Cartoon Wife. Alexa, drop in downstairs. We had this really awesome Mexican food she brought home. Cartoon Wife. What's the name of that Mexican place? You brought me back some food I really liked. Marino's? What? The Mexican place that you brought me back the food I really liked. Is it Marino's? Moreno's. Okay, Moreno's. All right, thank you. Alexa, cancel. So, Moreno's. The Mexican food there was off the hook. They went out. I didn't feel like going out. They brought me back a thing for dinner, and Moreno's. Don't ask me how to spell it. I just know it was really good. If you're looking for like a fast foodish type of place, I'm not a fan of Filiberto's. I'm not a fan of Taco Hell. However, I do like a place called Costa Vida. Okay, Costa Vida is a notch above all that other stuff in terms of fast food. But Moreno's, highly recommend you try them out. Mwah. Okay, let's see here. What else we got here? You have convinced my husband. Okay, this is from Sharia Parchman. You have convinced my husband and I to relocate from South Bend, Indiana to Arizona. We'll be there in October for vacation. All right. Come visit October. It's a good time to visit. It's not going to be scorching hot. Come see for yourselves what areas you like. You know, there's pros and cons to everything. You know, but in terms of overall cost of living, the fact that there's no snow here, I definitely recommend you come check it out and decide for yourself if this is something you want to do. Let's see here. Moreno's gonna try it. Good job. Does he? And Kenya asks, we know he doesn't wear socks. Heh. Team Inferno, the best place to get Mexican food is Fet or I can't pronounce that. I don't know. I don't know. Federal. I get whatever it says there. Nathaniel, I'm forwarding this to my Facebook page. Great show. Thank you. Nathaniel, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Thank you. Guys, season 2. Okay, season 2 is what we're currently doing right now. We're still filming. Cartoon Wife does not want me to stop till we hit 5,000 subscribers because I promised her and Aurora that I was going to take them to the melting pot. And until we hit 5,000 subscribers, she doesn't want me to pause. You know, every year I try to take a break. Can you believe I've recorded 150 episodes in season 2 so far? 150 episodes. I'm ready to take a break. For those of you that don't do YouTube, you don't understand. You're like, what's the big deal? This is a huge creative outlet for me, and you get burnt out after a while, and I need a break. So I want to take a break, but Cartoon Wife won't let me till I hit 5,000. So I am begging you, please, put on Facebook and that other stuff, Instagram and all that other crap, social media. Post links to my videos so that people can start watching more and I get more subscribers so I can finally take a break because I'm dying over here. So I need to take a break. Last year I took a month off. I don't know how long I'm going to take off this time, but I need a break because I'm going to crack. And Cartoon Wife doesn't care. She just wants to go to that stupid restaurant Melting Pot, which I'm not really a big fan of. You've never been there. How do you know? Okay, Kenya, if you have a chance to buy in Goodyear, what do you think?
We have been there.
What's then? You did not go to the melting pot. Your mom and I did. No, you didn't.
Me and Mom and
You did not go to the melting pot.
No, I didn't.
That was not the melting pot. That was a Korean barbecue place. That was not the melting pot.
No, we get to...
You did not go to... I think Lewis is really here now, for real. For real. I hear the dogs. My ring went off. I'm pretty sure Lewis is here now. Oh, it's only 9:42. Okay, here we go. If you have a chance to buy in Goodyear, what do you think? What's then Melting Pot? It's a restaurant. And everyone, thanks for hard work. You rock, Sam. You're helping me get to AZ. Lewis is here. Finally, Maron. Let's see these shoes. All right, so again, guys, be sure to share my videos with your friends and family on Facebook. I don't post on Facebook because I was going nuts at one point when I was starting to get the channel some traction, and I had some friends and family unfriend me on Facebook because I was going too crazy promoting the show. My dogs are still barking. I assume it's Lewis. I don't know.
It's Lewis!
Oh, he's over here! He's over here now. He's a couple feet away, guys. Oh, Maron.
Right in. What the? House is hard to find, by the way, Sam.
Hard to find. It's called Google Maps. What do you mean? All right, guys. So Mr. Luis Gomez is in the house. Woo! Let's go ahead and post his card right here so you can see what he looks like. His phone number, his website, his email address is all on this card right here. Mr. Luis Gomez. He is a...
LG Group.
With the LG Group, he is a loan officer extraordinaire. And let's go ahead and stop making noise. The dogs are still barking. You hear that, guys? You asked Jay DeQuento, you asked about Rocco. He's barking. I don't know if you can hear him. He's still alive. He's out there barking his little head off. So I got a couple questions in the can for Lewis. Make sure you post some more questions below, please. Lewis, We want to know about these shoes you're concerned about. People
No,
not seeing.
I just wanted to let them know how nice they were.
Oh!
Not concerned. You know how stylish I am. I wanted to wear the best ones for everyone online.
Oh, all right. Well, hold on. Let's get the shoes. The shoes are important.
Oh, they're the new Adidas that just came out. Yes, sir.
Are they Auto Boost?
They are.
Auto
How
Boost.
are you guys? Welcome to the LG Group, my new apparel that you guys can get wherever. Just shoot me an email and then we'll get that started for you.
So I stream everything, and when we watch Jersey Shore, yes, I watch the show Jersey Shore.
My God.
The commercial they always play is for Adidas Auto Boost.
Yeah, because they always do the auto boost, which is, I mean, I don't always wear those. I like to keep it casual and good.
Is those like Yeezys, I assume?
It's kind of like the Yeezy thing that they have going on, but it's nowadays people wearing the blazer with a t-shirt with the casual shoes, kind of incorporating everything. So
are you no longer with Fairway? Because I thought you were.
I am. We have our own group now.
Okay, good. Because the card I showed had your Fairway information. Is that still accurate?
Correct.
Excellent. Good.
Yes, absolutely.
So if you're looking for a mortgage or loan, you want to talk to somebody about actually acquiring a home here in Arizona, this is the guy you need to call.
Of course, guys.
So,
we're here to help, and honestly, we love doing what we do. We just incorporated a whole new group. We have, I think, 10 people on our team now. So very communicative, very incorporated, and we like to figure out what you guys want to know and what you guys need. That's our job is to make sure we can figure out your needs, your wants, what we can provide for you, what you guys can provide for us, with information wise, and so that's what we love doing.
Well, thank you for coming. I
love the shoes. Yeah, that you thought that they were gonna be bad. Like, dude, would I wear bad shoes? Come on.
I thought you were concerned about the shoes.
I was just like, can they see the shoes?
I took it the other way.
Okay, that's Sam for you.
All right, so I got a couple questions for you, and that were previously asked. Okay, so Mr. Kevin J. 5 days ago wrote, "My credit sucks, but I don't understand why I pay as much as I do for rent when the price is equivalent to being a homeowner. It's been an uphill battle since moving here, yet I continue to make both my payments on time." So Mr. Kevin J sounds like he's a renter. He wants to become a homeowner. He's frustrated that his credit currently sucks. What advice do you have?
So Kevin J, so your credit currently is not the best. That's what I'm understanding. So if you want to become a homeowner, the good thing about us at Fairway in my group is that we actually do provide in-house credit repair. That doesn't mean that it's going to be, if you have a 480, obviously at that point, I send you over to my guy at Paragon Credit Solutions, which he's awesome. So what he does is basically, if you have a lower score than about, I would say a 520, 540, then Sam will take care of it. If you have at least a 550, we can actually do it in-house, which is awesome because it's free to all of our clients. You don't have to outsource it to a third party. You're with us the entirety of the time. And we create this really good solution for you guys to where we follow you throughout the entirety of the process. And then when you're ready, we move forward.
Now, you mentioned a FICO score. Do you recommend like Credit Karma for them to see where they're at?
Credit Karma is a great tool. And don't get me wrong, Credit Karma is a very good tool. But with that said, Credit Karma is also wrong. So we get a lot of people that either have higher scores than they think, and we have people that get lower scores than they think. So a true and accurate credit score is going to come from a reputable mortgage company, which would be Fairway. So you need to get that, and it doesn't hurt to pull your credit. If you go to get a car loan, an auto loan, a credit card, Capital One calls you and says, hey Gilbert, can we get, do you want a credit card? That's going to ding you. But with a reputable mortgage company, it's not going to hurt you bad, and you're going to get good information as well. So that's what's great about doing that.
Now, Kevin brings up a good point. Renting can be more expensive than actually owning and paying for a mortgage.
So right now, actually, which is crazy, renting is more expensive than owning. So if you think about it now, renting is more expensive than owning. And what I mean by that is basically if you own, you can actually get as low as 0 down, and you can get some of your closing costs covered by the realtor. And that would come from the sellers, you know. So you can actually get a 0 down house. When you're renting, they're going to charge you first, last month's rent. They're going to ding you. They probably won't give you your security deposit back. So that's another caveat, is that they won't give you that back, you know. You get what I'm saying, Sam? Mm-hmm. You know how that works. That's why you own. That's why I own 3 properties, you know, because you don't get that back. So that's a big thing, guys, that you need to think about, you know, because trust me, it's really hard to get that back. So
3 properties. That's how he's got the fancy shoes.
I don't have fancy shoes. Trust me.
Auto Boost. I was just.
Flash.
I was just telling Cartoon Wife earlier, before I knew what shoes you wore. I was like, honey, next time I need sneakers, I need to get me Auto Boost.
I know.
Because during Jersey Shore, that's all they play. That's the only commercial they play for me is Auto Boost. Okay, my brother-in-law asked the question.
Your brother-in-law?
Yeah. Don't say his name though. Right there.
Okay.
Stocks tumbling.
Mortgage rates falling. This is my favorite question, guys.
Maybe we'll refinance again. What does your guy think?
Here's the deal. If anyone's looking to refinance currently, please give me a call. And the reason being is because mortgage rates have dropped at a 10-year bond low. So what happens, and what I mean by that is basically we haven't seen this since, there we go.
Oh, get out of here.
She's having fun. So we haven't seen these types of rates in a long time. And so my phone has not stopped ringing. That's why we have our team, you know, in place and all that good stuff. So what I was getting to is that if you're looking to refinance, which is what brother-in-law, won't say his name, with stocks tumbling and what happens with that, the mortgage rates work kind of inversely, if that makes sense and I'll explain that to you guys. So whenever stocks tumble, mortgage rates typically drop, which that doesn't make sense to a lot of people, but that's the way it works. So they might even go down again. So right now, refinances are back, which is cool for all of us, you know, but we really like to focus on new homeowners and all that stuff as well. But if you guys want to save money, if you want to get rid of your mortgage insurance, if you also, I'm trying to read his question, if you also want to get rid of your private mortgage insurance, all of those good things, you guys can do through us. And we will help you, and it takes, you know, no longer than 2 hours, you know, to get it done. I don't mean 2 hours on the phone. I mean 2 hours to actually fully get it done for you, which is pretty cool, you know. So that's what I would say for you guys. Definitely, if you're looking to refinance, go ahead, give us a call.
Kenya Hicks, question: are you considered a first-time buyer? Is you sold the house owned by you and you ex-spouse? Well, hold on, what? Wait, are you considered a first-time buyer if you sold the house owned by you and your ex-spouse?
So, first-time home buyers are a little weird. So if you were on the title and you were on the loan, then you're not a first time home buyer. So were you on the loan, Kenya Hicks?
And there's Rocco barking. By the way, while we're waiting for
Rocco, Rocco's crazy.
I didn't want to warn you, but they bite.
I thought that they bite.
My dog Ricky is racist. I kid you not.
Let me go see if they're okay.
My dog Ricky is racist. Whenever someone black that visits the house, for whatever reason, Ricky bites them. I don't get it.
No,
Ricky is racist. And she's a little dachshund. I can't explain it. Anyway. I didn't train her to be that way. I don't know what's wrong with this dog, but she's just racist. Whatever. I'm the only guy she likes in general. Colleen, hi from Sedona. What's going on, Colleen? I wonder if Alex is with you in Sedona. Sedona, I'm not the biggest fan of Sedona.
I'm going to Sedona this week.
Really? I prefer Prescott. But where are you going for Sedona for?
Because I want to go to Sedona. Who can't go to Sedona?
All right. Oh, Kenya just responded here.
All right,
yes.
Kenya. See what Kenya had to say.
She said she answered your question.
Oh, so she was on the loan. She was on the loan. So yes, you're not a first-time home buyer at that point. Sorry, Kenya. But the great thing about this is that When you're in back in the day, they used to do a lot of first-time homebuyer programs. You can still get a lot of the amenities and everything that a first-time homebuyer can get. So you don't have to worry about just being a first-time homebuyer. You can actually get a lot of those programs. You can still do down payment assistance. You can still do as low as 3% down. So you can still do a lot of those good things that first-time homebuyers, back in the day, if you will, those, people, they geared towards those first-time homebuyers. So you're good to go. You can still move forward.
Nice.
Did you talk about Arizona living at all by chance?
What do you mean?
About the luxury of moving here to Arizona?
No.
Oh, you didn't yet?
No. I mean, there's pros and cons to Arizona. I mean, obviously, no snow here is a perk. Obviously, the low taxes in comparison.
Where's Kitten?
I just came back from vacation, New York, New Jersey.
Oh, yeah.
And I love New Jersey, but the taxes there are insane. And, I mean, the houses have come down in price. I wouldn't say you get the same house for $300,000 here as you get over there, but you're gonna pay an arm and a leg in taxes every year, though. So
taxes is what kills you over there.
Yeah. So I would like to be some sort of snowbird that during the summer months here in Arizona, I'm over there. But yeah, I mean, overall,
you want to be a snowbird? You could.
Hell yeah.
You look like a snowbird.
Thank you.
He's getting old enough, guys, to where he might be a snowbird.
I got more and more white coming in.
I know. And the year that me and Sam have been working together, he's definitely become a bird. So I can give you that.
So Kenya wrote again. FHA still have the PMI. That's for life of loan. Does FHA have?
Yes, FHA is for the life of the loan, but they just, and this is how FHA works, is that they just implemented a new law, and they implement new laws, every other day. So that's why it's my job and my team's job to keep up on these laws, to make sure that we are, that we're making sure that we constantly, communicate with our buyers, what the new laws are and all of that good stuff. So what I would say with that is that we, if you have it for the life of the loan, we'll double check on to see if you could be out of it or anything of that sort. Or the best thing we could do is switch you to a conventional loan. If you have 80% loan to value or less, then we can flip you over and you'll get rid of your PMI, save about $300 or something of that sort, depending on your loan amount, which is what we're doing with a lot of people right now. So that's the good thing, Kenya. So if you do have that, then definitely give us a call, because then we can help out when it comes to switching you over to a conventional loan, and you won't have to worry about that nonsense of private mortgage insurance any longer.
So Kenya asked another question.
Kenya's asking questions.
How do you get into investment properties?
So investment properties are great properties to have. Typically it'll take 20 to 25% down, depending on, but if you get a second home, say you live in New York and you live in New York. So say you want to be in Arizona, you can always get a second home here in Arizona, which is great because you get a second home here in Arizona. It's considered your second home, not an investment property, but typically it is. The only good thing about that is that you can come visit, when it's nice and then when it's snowing there, but you can't generate rental income off of that. So that's the one caveat about that. But if you want to do investment property, 20-25% down, you're going to generate income. We can always do it's called an appraisal rental income, to where if you have tenants that are already going to move in there for a 1-year lease, we can use that and generate that towards your income as well.
So Kenya again, but I thought you were unable to switch once you choose to get into FHA.
That is incorrect, and that is the misconception. You can always switch out of an FHA and refinance into a conventional loan. And a lot of people get this, and they'll call me and they'll say, "Hey, Lewis, we thought that we could not ever switch, from an FHA." That's incorrect. So you can actually switch over at any time that you would like into a conventional loan, as long as you've had the loan at least 6 to 7 months. That's typically, the time frame. But yes, you can always switch over to a conventional loan.
So Michelle from the Michelle and Rob clan asks, does Lewis know why 55 Plus Community Trilogy is asking us to put down...
Jacket off. I'm getting hot in here.
Is asking us to put $70,000 down instead of the typical $10,000 down for a new build. Is this typical for communities with amenities?
$75,000.
You've been working out. I see some muscles.
Oh, geez.
He's got some muscles going on here,
I
ladies.
don't work out at all, guys.
It's like a fitted T-shirt.
No, I don't work out at all.
So why would they be charging $70,000 down for a new build in a 55 plus community?
That doesn't make sense. Typically, how much is the purchase price, if you don't mind me asking?
We're getting personal here, Michelle and Rob. Tell us, how much is this mansion you're looking to buy?
Well, because that's kind of how we figure everything out,
Sure,
right? Is the purchase price. So that's what we got to do.
So my daughter installed a whole bunch of games on her iPad, which is linked to my account. So whenever she installs a game, it automatically installs on my iPhone. And I get all these notifications. I get like these apps are telling me they're hungry. They want me to take them for a walk. And I get beeps all throughout the day from her stupid kid apps on my phone. Yeah, you think it's funny. You think it's funny. This thing's beeping all hours of the day telling me I'm hungry, I want to go for a walk. There's like all these different apps that she installs on her iPad. And she's punished right now. She's an inmate. She's not getting her iPad unless she's being supervised for like educational stuff. Because she has an attitude, for whatever reason. If she watches YouTube or plays games too long on the iPad, I don't know what happens, but she goes bananas. And there's no rhyme or reason to it. So, where'd Lewis go? Oh,
Just grabbing my...
all right, and that's water's there for you, by the way.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
No problem. It's probably warm
right.
by now.
Yeah, so...
It's already 10 o'clock, guys. We're going to keep rolling.
So, what was the last question?
The 55 plus community.
Yeah, 55 plus. Yeah, I just wanted to see what their...
She wrote, I can't remember the price. I just remember asking on Messenger how much down to reserve a lot and build.
Okay, so sometimes they will ask you a little bit more down to reserve the lot, but it typically is only the 20%. You know, I'm not sure what builder she's working with, but we work with KB Homes a lot. We work with Mattamy. I've financed a ton of Mattamy homes. My sister, brother-in-law, his brother. We have 3 of them in Mattamy Homes right now that are great properties, and they've never asked for that. So that's kind of a good question that maybe you should shoot me an email and I'll get back to you on that, Michelle.
So the house I have was a new build 3 years ago, and I just gave 20% down.
Yeah, exactly. You had a new build, you gave 20% down. It doesn't make sense, right?
Right.
Yeah. So that is a little bit weird, that they would ask you for that. 75, what'd you say, 75?
70 grand.
70 grand? Well, yeah, I mean, if it's, do the math on that, if it's if it makes sense, then...
If that's 20% down, that's a very nice house, Michelle and Rob. Man.
It might be.
I think it was Meritage or Shea. I have heard of Shea. I don't know what Meritage is.
Yeah. Shea homes are expensive, which I love Shea homes. We almost actually bought a Shea home. We went to KB, which KB is great as well. But Shea homes do have very nice homes, so it could be either or. I don't know. We would have to actually have Michelle get a hold of us so we could see what it was.
And Kenya Hicks again. Can you really build equity in your property so quickly to get out of your FHA here in Arizona? Like, do you need to build equity?
Yeah.
To get out?
No, that's Kenya. That is a. Let me see what question that is. Yeah. Can you? Yeah. Let me see. Can you build equity to get out of your FHA? So that's a great question, but it doesn't take equity to get out of your FHA. What I think she means by that is that. Can you build equity to get down to that 80% loan to value? Is that what she? I'm assuming that's what she means by that. You don't need to get down to 80% loan to value to get out of your FHA. All you have to do is that you can refinance out of your FHA to go to a conventional loan. You don't have to have you have to have a certain amount of equity to refinance, of course, but to build equity to get out of FHA, you don't have to do that. You can always refinance out of that.
I think Kenya needs to call you because she's got a lot of questions.
Got a lot of questions. I think, and maybe she means to get rid of her PMI. Yeah. And yes, to get rid of your PMI, you'd still have to go out of the FHA. So let's get your score up, get you in a conventional loan, and get you working on that, Kenya.
Her other question, your
Oh,
opinion.
yeah, that's what I meant. Thanks. Yeah. Oh, thanks, Lewis.
Your opinion on 2-bedroom versus 3-bedroom homes. Should you just invest in the 3 because it's more bang for your buck?
That would be a realtor question, but since I'm very well versed when it comes to the realtor questions, I would tell you that it's all property dependent. So it's basically what I mean by that is that it's gonna be dependent on the property you buy, location, all of that. You know, some 2 bedrooms are gonna generate more income than some, 3 bedrooms and vice versa. So you're just gonna have to go back and forth and kind of see what property is good for you. So we can't really tell you kind of what that is gonna be because we don't know. But if you look into it, we'll help you along the way, and obviously Janet Gabby will help you along the way as well because they do a lot of investments. So you guys would definitely be in good hands.
I appreciate the questions, Kenya. I was just busting your chops.
Kenya, keep them coming because guess what? Everyone else is gonna be asking the same questions, but you're just asking them. So why not ask them? Because that's what me and Sam are here for. We're trying to help generate some questions so you guys can at least be knowledgeable and we can educate you on how this works.
Cool. Kenya's looking to buy soon. I'm pretty sure you're already working with the A-Team. Speaking of A-Team, here's their card. I saw them at Tom Sen and you guys all stood me up. Not a single one of you came to see me at Tom Sen this past Thursday. I just thought I'd mention that in case I didn't already. Just saying.
You know what, guys? Don't be mad because I didn't go. I was busy with clients. I was doing Sam's refi probably. I was doing everyone. So yeah, don't be upset, guys, because it wasn't. It's not your fault. Those are my girls, and I still couldn't make it. So, but I will. I can promise you, I will go down there and drink some coffee from them. They have amazing coffee.
I haven't actually tried the coffee. I tried the samples of the food.
Oh, of course. Good. Yeah, of course.
And they're going to make a drink named after the show. It's going to be called the Zoni.
The Zoni?
Yep.
That's awesome.
Originally, Janet was saying Red Bull and coffee.
Red Bull and coffee? Is that... I don't... Guys, tell us what you feel about Red Bull and coffee. Please tell us.
Last I texted her about it, I suggested some cold brew coffee with some extra espresso and some whipped cream on top. That was just what I suggested.
Yeah, you know what I like are those ones, and I haven't sure. What do you want? Some Captain Morgan?
Cactus
in it.
You think so? What are you gonna be, a barista when you grow up?
Nothing.
Nothing.
You're gonna live with Daddy forever?
Yeah.
I would too if I were you.
So Kenya has more questions. What are the programs for down payment assistance, and what are the qualifications?
It's $1 million question.
And Michelle asked a question about the Zoni drink. They have not figured it out yet, Michelle. And let's see how we're doing here on stats. We got 16 people currently watching. And we've been going an hour and 7 minutes, guys. Woo! Okay.
That's good for us.
So what's the $1 million answer to that question?
So, with that said, the let me read it again. The what programs for down payment assistance and what are the qualifications? So, down payment assistance typically, and they, like I said, they changed rules and guidelines, so that's why we always follow up all the time. Typically, 640 credit score. As long as you have that, like we said, prior, we can always adjust that and help you out with your credit score. So that's not a big deal. After that, we would have to, obviously we have to verify income and all of that. So when it comes to down payment assistance, it's kind of, there's about 15 different programs. So what we do is we generate a program that fits your needs, So instead of saying, hey, there's one program for you, then there's a million programs for everyone. So we treat every loan, and I always go back to this like a thumbprint. Every loan is a thumbprint. So your down payment assistance program is going to be different than Kenya's. It's going to be different than Michelle's. It's going to be different than whoever else. Yeah, what is that? Letitia at the top, James, or whatever it may be. It's going to be different than it's going to be different than every single person. So what we do is that when we pull your credit, get your credit score, see where your finances are at that point, we have this whole parameter of down payment assistance programs. And at that point, we say, okay, this one fits Kenya, this one fits Michelle, you can go from 3 to, you know, up to 6% down payment. They even have a 7% down payment now. And depending on how long you're going to stay in the property, we want to make it fit. So to answer your question, there's no good program for just one person. It's going to be fit towards, you know, whoever is going to be in the program, you know. So we can't really say that there's just one for everyone. If that makes sense.
Now, have you ever had someone come to you that they were like, I really don't think I can qualify, and they do?
It happens probably 3 or 4 times a day.
Wow.
Yeah, 3 or 4 times a day, someone comes to us. And what I like to do as well is that I like to have people in my office. So what I do is that I bring even my agents, my clients, everyone, I bring them straight to my office so they can see where I work, what I do, who my surroundings are, you know, they meet my entire team, they see everything. And what that means, and it's just one of those things, because I'm from a small town in Indiana, so I value those little things, those little touches. Everyone, when I was growing up, would be at my house. You know, they stay the night at my house, they do this. There was no questions, you know, like they just came over, their parents probably didn't even know. They're just like, oh, they're staying at, you know, Lewis's parents' house, you know. But what I mean by that is that when they come to my office, they get to come and sit where I sit, you know, and we go through their loan and all that stuff. So it's kind of cool to see that.
Now, guys, full disclosure, you know, I got foreclosed on a couple years ago, and my credit was like at 640. And everyone told me, you're crazy to think about being able to qualify for a brand new build. Okay? They told me. Several people told me it couldn't be done. It got done.
Yeah.
It got done. I was going to get an FHA. This is before I met Lewis. I was going to get an FHA. And then
I would be mad at him if he didn't go with us.
They pulled the carpet under me at the 11th hour, and they took away the FHA. So I ended up getting a balloon. You know, but with that, that's been taken. That's been gone. That's taken care of. That's out now. So, but the point is, I didn't think I could qualify. People told me I couldn't, but you know what? Where there's a will, there's a way. So I made it happen. You guys could make it happen too. Is the moral of the story.
Of course, yeah. And that's the biggest misconception is that people come to us and say, they'll sit down in my office and like, Lewis, we don't have the credit, we don't have this. Guess what? We pull the credit, and 9 times out of 10, it's at like a 620. Easy fix. You know, I go on there, run an analyzer, you know, get them up without them paying a dime. Not zero cents, guys. Zero cents. They go in there, run their analyzer, and guess what happens? They get qualified. And then we just had a lady from it was crazy. It was Chase Bank, out of all places. She worked at Chase Bank, guys, and Chase Bank would not qualify her. So she came to us. She said, "Hey guys, you know, what can you do?" We sat her down. It took us, I'm not kidding, 45 minutes with me and the realtor saying you can be qualified. Guess what happened? Qualified, moved in within 20 days to her own house. She invited us to her home warming party, which was just her and her sons. She was a single mom with 3 kids. And we all went over there and just hung out and, you know, had food and all that stuff. Like, that's the type of, and that's what makes me love what I do, guys. Honestly, because when you can do that and help some people out like that had no shot of, and even by her own employer, you know, that's what we truly love doing what we do, you know.
So Home asked, is there a program for SSDI down payment assistance? I don't even know what that is. SSDI. So SSDI down payment assistance. I have no idea what that is.
SSDI is not in Arizona, so that's not an Arizona program. So Home.
Okay, Tippy Toes. Hey, Sam, just catching your stream.
Tippy Toes, how are ya?
It's now 10:13. We normally go 1 hour. We're going a little over here, guys.
So we are.
Okay, so Kenya Hicks. Are buyer programs designated to different areas, or is it city or state? Buyer programs.
See. Yeah, buyer programs. I can't.
Sorry.
I should have scooted. Well, we have baby's chair over here.
Oh, yeah, we can move that.
She's playing with dolls. Let me see. So,
there we go.
Oh, there we are.
Sorry, I'll move the chat over. So, okay, here we go. Are buyer programs designated to different areas, or is it by city or state?
It's so with Maricopa County and Arizona State, it is I'm assuming you're talking about the home buyer, the down payment assistance programs. They are actually deemed from city and state. So there's certain programs that you can do in Maricopa County, certain programs you do in Pinal County, certain programs that are already statewide. So yes, they are. So that's where we come in and say say you're buying a house in Queen Creek, for instance. Queen Creek, Arizona, they split the county. So there's a Pinal County, there's a Maricopa County. So you have to be knowledgeable as a lender about what programs will work for certain people because those zip codes split. So you have to know what's going to be in Maricopa, what's going to be in Pinal. So yes, that's a great question that people will have a lot of times because some lenders will say, yes, you're qualified at this certain program thinking because you're in Queen Creek that you're in Maricopa. No, you're not. You're actually in Pinal, so that's not going to be the same program that you're going to be qualified for. So you definitely have to be up to your knowledge on those.
So Kenya Hicks said in terms of the drink, the Zoni, she suggested an iced latte with cinnamon and whip. Because you're awesome. Thanks, Kenya. I appreciate that. And Home wrote, SSDI is Social Security Disability Insurance. That's what SSDI is.
SSDI, we do have that, but typically what we like to do with those is that with Social Security Disability Insurance, we like to do just strictly, we'll use their Social Security income basically to qualify them for the loan. So those programs are little bit outdated, so we don't like to use those too much. We'd rather have them do a normal straightforward loan rather than going that route. It's kind of like doing a 203k loan or a USDA loan. They're not the best options, if that makes sense. So USDA's urban housing development. So those loans are pretty much gone now. It used to be in Queen Creek right down the road from us, but those have kind of weaned themselves out because when you start building and building and building, the USDA loans start getting smaller and smaller and smaller. So you can get one in Florence now or way out in Buckeye, but not many out here. So that's kind of what I think what Home is talking about.
You guys know how I feel about Buckeye.
Yeah, he hates Buckeye, by the way.
Not Verado, Buckeye.
You hate Buckeye.
Yeah, Verado's nice, but not Buckeye. Ding, 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 ding. Michelle and Rob, do not move to Buckeye, okay? I'd rather you move to Surprise than Buckeye. Buckeye is not nice. I'm telling you right now. Verado's okay. But regular Buckeye, don't move there, okay? And I'm not a realtor. Again, I can say whatever the hell I want, okay? Realtor Association, this is my channel. You cannot restrict me. I say whatever the hell I want. So, all right, guys. So, got more questions for me? Let's go. Come on, Mr. Luis Gomez in the house. He's here checking his emails. He's drinking because I'm going on a little bit of a rant.
A Red Bull.
A Monster.
A Monster, yeah.
Monster. I have a Monster too.
Cheers. Yeah, we're drinking.
I got to get me some Auto Boost sneakers so I can look cool like him. And I do not wear Auto Boost, believe me. I buy my shoes at Payless, and I know they're going out of business. So I got to I don't want to have to go to freaking Walmart, but I got to find a place for cheap shoes. Because, I'm cheap like that. I'm frugal. So, all right, here we go. Michelle, no Buckeye. Good, Michelle. You listen to me. Michelle and Rob, finally. You're actually considering moving to the east side. They're finally listening to me, Louis. Finally. I tell them over and over again, the west side is tumbleweed.
West side is good.
The west side is tumbleweed. You want to move. If you're moving to Arizona, look into Gilbert. Look into Chandler. Is the commute going to be worse getting to Phoenix? Yes, but you know why? It's more desirable on the east side. That's why. So if you're looking, look in those areas. Ahwatukee okay. I wouldn't go any further than Ahwatukee, to be honest with you. Ahwatukee is kind of like, if you're looking at the valley, Ahwatukee is near Tempe, all right? And don't ask me to spell it. Ahwatukee. It's a nice neighborhood. Prices are a little high over there. You get what you pay for. If you're looking for a cheap house, guess what? It's not going to be the best neighborhood. You could be like my sister-in-law. Lives by the freaking nuclear power plant. Living in something that looks like a trailer in the middle of freaking nowhere. And it takes you 30 minutes to get to the store. Any store. There's not even paved streets over there. My car, I went there once. I'm scared about the shocks. I had to get my car washed. It was horrible. Don't do that. All right, so let's read. I got a couple questions right here.
All right, guys. Done checking emails right now.
Michelle and Rob, Louis, have any suggestions about good 55-plus communities with amenities?
Leisure World is pretty good. There's actually the one good thing about Arizona is that you can find Sun City, Leisure World. There's a ton out here, to be honest with you. If you're thinking about moving to Arizona, other than Florida, I really can't think of another place that would be more conducive to moving to be honest. If you look anything online, go online, look at Sun City, look at Leisure World, look at, what is another good one on the west? There's a couple on the west side that I don't know the names of, but they have lakes, you can have a motorized, pontoon boat, all of that good stuff. So I would look at looking into those on Google.
So Kathy Bodie asks, is Surprise a good place to buy a house?
Yes. He doesn't like it, but yes. Equity wise, yes. And what I mean by that is that if you go into Surprise and find the right area, so they're on the west side, not to knock the west side because he hates Buckeye, but he loves Verrado. So does that make sense, guys? So he hates Buckeye, but he loves Verrado. It doesn't.
And Bracco's technically in Buckeye.
Correct. So what that means is basically on the west side in any general area as well. But you can find good spots to buy a house, And the crazy thing about Phoenix is that, sorry, honey. The crazy thing about Phoenix is that you can find certain pockets in everywhere, If you guys have been to our city or if you have not, you'll realize that you go from one street to the next street and you're literally in a different city. So it's not, it's not like I'm from Indiana. So Indiana, to get to my next town, I would have to go through 10 minutes of driving in cornfields just to get to the next city. Here, when you go from Mesa to Gilbert, so my girlfriend's, her hospital she works at is probably about 200 yards from where my office is located. And guess what? She's in Gilbert, I'm in Mesa. And you don't miss a beat going between there. It takes me 3 minutes to get there. So that's what's crazy about that,
So Home asks, how about 40 or 45 and older communities? There's no such thing as a 40 and 45.
We do 55 plus here. Sorry, Home.
I wish there were 40 and over communities. I would qualify.
You qualify, of course, yeah.
You're funny, Home.
Yeah, I know. Are you trying to... So if you're Social Security, you got to be at least 62 and up. So you're not going to be looking at a 40 to 45 home. So I think Home's a little lost. I feel like.
Kenya Hicks, more stuff from her. I see that most places have really big lots. Are there a lot of small lots but nice homes out there?
Yeah.
It varies.
There's so big lots. If you want a big lot, you want to like kind of horse style lot. You go to Buckeye, or you go to Apache Junction, or you go south to Queen Creek or to Santan Valley. If you're looking for, a smaller lot, you go to Tempe, you go to Chandler, you go to Gilbert, go to Mesa, you go to Scottsdale. They're tiny lots with very nice, or Phoenix, tiny lots with nice houses.
Right. And I had a big lot when I was in Avondale, and frankly, I didn't use it. It's too freaking hot. It's too hot. I mean, I would just grill outside and that was it. I mean, I paid a lot of money to have electric run out there.
Yeah.
A nice patio area.
Yeah, you don't use it for anything.
Didn't use it. It was more heartache than anything because I had to spray for the weeds. It was a pain in the ass.
Big lots out here, unless you have a purpose for it, doesn't make sense. I mean, one of the houses we just that I just did a loan for one of my buddies, Bobby. He has a half acre, but he has a pool. He has a little golf green and all that stuff down there.
So Kenya asks, if you're currently working, but currently not working, but have a healthy savings account, can you qualify for a home
loan? The couple things that you need for a home loan, it's going to be obviously down payment. So she has a healthy savings. You do need to have stable employment, and what that means is basically you need the ability to repay your loan. So if you don't have a job, what we could do always is that we could get a cosigner for you to help you out and verify that you have the ability to repay. So in 2010, in 2008-9 when the market crashed, they implemented an act called the Frank-Dodd Act of 2010. What that means is basically the ability to repay your loan. So what basically the whole shebang of it is that you need to have a job, for a certain amount of time to qualify for that loan. Also the down payment, this and that. So what that means is basically you would have to have a job or have someone that has a job verify for you, which it's not hard. We could always have, your mom, your dad, your cousin, whoever, blood relative, there's always ways to go around that to help someone, qualify you. But yes, you do need to have stable employment and have the ability to repay your loan.
Kenya asks, I want a small lot with beautiful home, but with no HOA. Is that impossible to find?
You could find a small lot in a beautiful home with a small HOA, maybe, $50 HOA. That's not possible.
Yeah, I mean,
not impossible.
Yeah, I mean, not every single place here has an HOA.
No, in Phoenix, definitely in Phoenix, and parts of Mesa, even in parts of Gilbert, yeah. Sometimes there's not an HOA. It just depends on your community. If you look at Arizona, it's community based. So there's going to be certain areas, certain pockets that have them, and certain pockets that don't. So you could find a small lot with no HOA. Absolutely, we do it all the time.
And Tippy Toes, doesn't small lots mean you hear your neighbors? No, the house we're currently sitting
I haven't heard anybody since I've been here.
I have a side yard. Okay, a side yard, a teeny weeny little side yard,
and you haven't heard anyone.
The
right?
next door house is literally 5 feet away, and I never hear them. I don't know if that means it has good insulation.
It's normal here.
I mean, once, I'm not gonna lie, once or twice, the one neighbor, when they had a newborn, I heard the kid cry, and I didn't even know they had a kid, and I was like, "Where's that screaming coming
You're
from?"
like, "Is it my kid?"
But but once or twice, the only thing I do hear, I hear the train sometimes in the middle of the night because we have train tracks. But that's it. In terms of my neighbors, I don't hear them.
And I have one of my properties is the exact same setup as this, and I have never once in years or had any complaints from my tenants that they've heard the neighbors. Yeah, so I mean, I guess it's well insulated. I don't know. Arizona is.
Kenya Rowe, you guys rock. Thanks, Lewis and Sam. I really like your idea about the drink there, Kenya. I really do.
I do.
I don't know where Sour Patch went. Sour Patch is probably hiding.
Sour Patch is hiding.
She doesn't like guys.
Where is Sour Patch?
Sour Patch, our little cat, adores me, but it took a really
I thought Sour Patch was an actual Sour Patch.
No, not a candy.
I'm like, did you hide it? Remember?
No.
Let's
see. The cat loves me.
So we have.
Oh, and I was
here. Are they building a new Costco? Are we? Kathy.
Yep. Kathy.
Where did we leave? Oh, Home said 45. Then Kathy Hicks.
Oh, Kathy asked, when are they building the new Costco in Surprise? I have no idea. I don't live anywhere near Surprise. I live on the east side.
Let me grab my phone really quick, and I'll give you guys a rundown.
Of Costco opening?
No, just everything.
Oh, everything. Okay. He's doing a little bit of research, guys. So our show's running over today, big time. It's going to be 10:30, guys. Let's see. We currently have 15 people on the stream. See, I told Lewis this is like my 6th or 7th stream, and I've progressively gotten better. Believe me, they crucified me when I first did my first one because I just used my phone, and it was a really horrible hiss. Now I have a pro mic, a high-end webcam. I got lighting situated
here.
I got Lewis in a very hot room, by the way. The studio is freaking hot, which is the big reason why we're redoing the carpeting to put that wood laminate down is to help with the heat, because we're going to put a thermal padding underneath to the 2 rooms that are over the garage, which is one of the 2 rooms, and that should help keep the heat from rising up from the garage, So that's the big motivation for redoing the floors upstairs, is to keep it cool up here, because we're paying an arm and a leg and electric right now. We're with SRP. I didn't do that whole dollar costing throughout the year, but I mean, we're approaching $400 last month for freaking electric. It's ridiculous. And we have Nest thermostats, and we keep everything on a set schedule, and we don't go crazy keeping the house cold either. For the most part, the house is kept at 78 degrees, and we're still paying an arm and a leg. That tells you a little bit about how hot it gets over here. So let's see what other questions we got here. This is much better. Thanks, Sam. You wanted questions. That's right, Kenya. I did. I really like that drink. I'm going to text Janet about that and say I like that drink.
I pulled it up.
All right, Lewis pulled up some stuff. He's going to come over here with some information for you guys. Again, it's almost 10:30. Let's see. I'd like to run the show until you guys don't have any more questions or there's nobody watching. So it's going to be an hour and a half. We're doing this. 15 people are currently watching, guys. And Colleen, don't think I didn't read your message. I did. So you, Alex, and Mango are up in Sedona. Namaste, Sedona.
I'm actually going there.
He's going to Sedona. Look out for him, guys. So, what information did you dig up?
Am I not in there, or what?
What do you mean? No, there's a delay. Delay. Don't worry about that.
So, guys, here's kind of what I wanted to elaborate, because I know we had a couple questions on what's going on with the Arizona market. I think it was Kathy, I believe, correct? Kathy, yeah. She asked, Kathy Hicks, or no, not that's Kenya. Yes. Kathy asks, "What is there going to be a Costco in Buckeye?"
Yes, Kathy asked about the Costco.
So here's what's going on in Arizona, guys.
Surprise, actually.
Oh, surprise! So I pulled this, and the reason I did is because one of my realtors asked me this the other day. She said, "I have clients that are moving here and all of this good stuff," and she's like, "What is going on in Arizona? Where to live? What communities are there, and this and that?" So here's what I can tell you. I said, after speaking to one of my realtors, this is what I can tell you. Mesa, Arizona, the city has approved a deal for a $1 billion Google data center, which should be completed by 2029. Goodyear, Arizona, Microsoft begins construction on a 279-acre technology center, which will provide an immense amount of jobs. That should be done in 2020. Casa Grande, Dreamport Villages, which is a Disney-like theme park, is in the works. Lucid Motors will also have over 2,000 jobs, which is a whole motor complex. Then there will be a Phoenix Mart, which is kind of like a shopping mart, and they've already invested over $40 million of that project. That's just in Casa Grande. Phoenix, Nike has already planned to build a manufacturing company in Phoenix and a major transformation. Multi-properties on the increase. There's a 20-acre mixed-use project that will be coming soon to the valley, and that's just a few of them, So that just gives you an idea of kind of the infrastructure here in Arizona. I can tell you, when we bought our house a year and a half ago, one of our properties, there was corn in Gilbert where the silos are that we did a video on. Remember the silos?
What I call Little Utah.
Little Utah. Look at that, and we'll go do another one. Now it's all plowed down, and there are 5,000 square foot homes there. You haven't seen it yet.
No.
You haven't seen it? Fulton Homes just blasted that thing. So that's kind of what you get here in Arizona, and it's just crazy. But you have to be knowledgeable. Yeah, I know. You have to be by Utah. You have to be
Utah.
knowledgeable about the market and know what's happening, so we can advise you guys where to go, what to do, what's going on in this area. So to answer Kathy's question, there is a Costco going up there. There if you go on any block of the valley from far north to where we're at over here in minus Little Utah, there's a Costco right down the road. Target, Costco, Walmart on every single corner, which is awesome for us. Because we don't have to drive. Drive 2 blocks, and that's it.
When I lived in Ahwatukee, any direction you went to for 5 minutes, you would see the same stores. Same stores.
There's a Fry's, there's a Safeway, there's a Target, there's a Walmart, there's a Sam's Club, Costco, something
Circle
of that.
K.
Circle K is literally on every corner. Yeah. There's not. I don't know if you guys have Circle K's where you live, but there's a Circle K or a QT every corner. So those are gas stations, but like full service gas stations, if that makes sense, Yeah,
they have like a 7-Eleven,
Yeah, but not the ghetto 7-Elevens that we're used to back in the Midwest and the East Coast. They're actually like full on. I mean, QT you can order pizza from there, you can have breakfast there and everything. It's a full service gas station. So pretty cool.
Yep, and the one I went to, they have a touchscreen where you could order your stuff. Like I got
a
big ass ice cream for like $1.
You can even call in orders, which is weird. Did you find the cat?
Sour Patch?
Sour Patch?
Yeah, I found her.
Where is she?
First she's sweet, then she's sour?
I guess that's why they named it that way. But it took her a little while. I don't know if she was abused, but we rescued her. We got 20 people watching, guys. We're 1 hour, 33 minutes in. Any other real estate or loan-related questions out there? I know people have kept asking me about programs for new home buyers. So how do you?
Is that a big question?
That's a big question on this channel, which is why I invited you on the live stream.
Well, you invited me because you want me to be here. So
you're a good looking guy. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. And the shoes.
He's stuck on these stupid shoes.
You're the one that texted me. Are they gonna see my shoes? I was like, what?
I didn't mean it like in a. he thought I was gonna wear some flip flops or something, and then I show up wearing $300 shoes, and he's like,
Auto boost.
I can't even be here anymore. So I can't even speak right now. So new home buyer programs, guys. There's a ton of them. Like I said, and I'll say this till I'm blue in the face. Are you gonna buy a home?
No.
There might be one for you. You just gotta be 18 at least.
No. I'm not 18.
So yeah, I know you're not. Daddy's gonna be mad when you're 18. No dates. So new home buyer programs. What we do with those is like I always say is that they are case specific. So it's not really a new home buyer program. You can literally get a new home and we can find a program for you as long as it's case specific. If you're looking for down payment assistance and not wanting to put much money down, we can do that. If you're looking for, as low as 3% down, we can do that as well. So there's a ton of different stuff that we can do to help you guys out. So that doesn't mean that just because you don't have your own down payment, you can't get into a home. You still can. If you do have your own down payment and you want to do just 3% as low as that, or you want to do an FHA 3.5%, guess what happens? Your interest rate's going to drop significantly. So that's kind of where we gauge it, case by case. So if you do have your own down payment, that's awesome. If you don't, that's awesome as well. We're still going to find a program for you. So then you can kind of get into that loan.
Cool. Thank you. And Kenya wrote, dropping prices. Wow. Ha ha ha.
Dropping prices?
Dropping prices. Well,
yeah. And then did Michelle, is that a new one?
Michelle, what do you guys think of Meritage Homes and Maricopa, not the county? Oh, I went to Maricopa. Maricopa is great. If you're going to retire and you have no intentions of really driving into Phoenix other than to take a flight.
But that's not true, Sam. That's not true. Sorry, my back discussion. That's not true because I have a couple real estate agents that live in Maricopa.
And they commute where?
They commute right to Ahwatukee. So yeah. So it's don't listen. Sam just doesn't like leaving his house, if you can tell. So he enjoys being in the studio, which I do as well. But what I would tell you is that Maricopa is great for
I liked it.
What I think what's crazy to answer Michelle's question. If you think about this, is that back when the market crashed in 2008, Maricopa built up all of these homes. And then what happened is that the market crashed, so these homes were desolate. You would go to an entire community and people were looting and raiding the homes. Now, if you go to Maricopa, it's built all the way back up. I mean, there's Walmarts, there's Chick-fil-A's, there's all things of that sort on there. So
casino. Yeah,
there is a casino there. But yes, it's gotten significantly better. Now that it's, obviously the market's doing great. And just so you guys know, I forgot to touch on this. I don't know if anybody even know this, but the interest rates are at an all-time low. So definitely, if you're looking to buy, looking to move here, looking to refinance, rates are at an all-time low right now. Don't go to the direct line. Go to 480-338-1146. That is my personal cell phone, which I will answer your call. If I don't answer, I'm in a meeting with a client, so leave me a message, and I will get back to you, of course, right away. Just let me know that you saw us on Arizona Living so I can, relay that to Sam. But yeah, we love having you guys on here. It's been fun. We only supposed to go, an hour?
Yeah.
And we keep getting more followers. Oh,
yep, and Tippy Toes. Do the men in AZ look as good as Lewis?
I gotta get out of here.
They don't all look as good as Lewis. He's male eye candy, and he's wearing Auto Boost. You guys are like, what the hell is Sam talking about? I'm telling you.
I can't take it anymore.
Cartoon Wife and I are addicted to watching the show Jersey Shore,
but I'm not a Jersey Shore guy. I'm a big nerd, guys. I'm a big nerd. I'm a finance guy. So I'm not even a Jersey Shore guy. I'm just a nerd.
Let's show those shoes again. Let's show those shoes.
Stop it. I guess I'm a nerd that has style and has brains. Is that okay? Jeez, I know it doesn't happen often, but come on.
Mike asks, how often do you find scorpions in your house?
So, Mike, great question. Me and my roommates back in college, we had a house. and the back landscape was full of dirt, and that's when you'll start to get those scorpions. If it's they love dirt. So what happens is that they'll go in, and whenever it's a dirt landscape, they'll thrive on that. What you do, and it's kind of weird, but you take a black light and you blacklight your entire backyard. And what happens is that the scorpions glow. And what you do, you have a scorpion sprayer, you spray the scorpions. Get them done. And then and what happens if you do find them, you just have a bug sprayer come in, spray your entire surroundings, you'll be good to go. They're not a big deal. You just gotta be proactive instead of reactive. So if you find one, go hunting for them. Take a blacklight, costs maybe $10 at Walmart. Yep, go blacklight your backyard if you think they're there, and you'll see them. I mean, they literally glow like a light bulb.
Except for Caesar, who went scorpion hunting, he didn't find him.
Yeah, and if you don't find him, then what are you gonna do? They're not there. So,
and if you need somebody to spray your house, Nature Zone, not sponsored. Nature Zone, tell them I sent you so I get some more free sprays.
Nature Zone,
for real. But my audience has been contacting Nature Zone, and the owner of Nature Zone keeps giving me free sprays from the referrals.
Oh shoot!
Yeah,
contact Nature Zone then.
All right, here we go. Okay, question here, and I think it was already answered here. Kenya asked, how does a high credit score help with buying a home?
Great question, Kenya. So how a high credit score helps with buying a home. Here's the threshold. You got a 640 to get down payment assistance. Takes at least a 580 to typically get into a home. So you start at 580, then you go to 620, 640, 660, 680, 700, 720. Kind of think about it in increments of 20s. So the higher your credit score goes, what happens is that your interest rate drops, and the more that you're approvable for. So you definitely want to have a higher credit score. And what I do specifically for my clients is that I love doing, even if they have a 700 credit score, I want to try to get them to a 720, just so I can see what that rate does. If they're at like a 715, I want to get them to that 720. So what I have personally with my team, the LG group, we have an analyzer. It's called a credit analyzer, and it's free to all clients. So what we do is we basically go through your credit score, we analyze it, and then we see what we can do there. It could be as simple as taking yourself off as an authorized user, or just paying down one debt to $100. It could be simple as $100. Then what happens after that is that we can do it's called a rapid rescore. It takes 72 hours, and that will report to all 3 credit bureaus, and that will be your full score. So that's all said and done. So that's a great question.
All right, guys, we've been going at this for a while now. Any additional questions for Lewis, the man, while we got him here? You want to ask him where he picked up his Auto Boost shoes? Did you buy them online or at a store?
I only go to the store, man.
Oh.
I don't like the online. Like, I do online shop, but I'd rather like see him in person. I'm not a big online shopper, but
okay.
Where do you buy all your stuff? Online? Where do you get the Zoni? You guys want Zoni shirts? You want the LG? If you guys want an LG group shirt, let me know, and I'll send you one for free.
If you want a Zoni shirt, order yours from teespring.com/Arizona11.
Never mind. I'm gonna have to set one up on.
Great stream from Tippy Toes. Have a great day. Cool. Thanks, Tippy
All right,
Toes.
guys. Any other questions that you guys have for us while we're here? We're gonna head out here soon, so if you have any other questions, we'd love to answer them for you.
We've been at this 1 hour, 42 minutes, 17 people currently watching. People come, people go. I usually see about 100, 120 people during the course of the actual live stream. And our videos normally hit about 500 total views by Monday. Usually, but
Yeah,
changes.
and show to your friends, anyone that's looking to move to Arizona, let them know our live stream. We'll probably be doing this once every other week, or depending on our viewers, we'll do it a while.
Mike asks, have you guys ever been stung by the Arizona bark scorpion?
I don't know what the Arizona bark is. I just know the smaller the scorpion is, the more potent it is. So if you get the big ones, you're good to go.
I wouldn't be concerned about scorpions out here.
Yeah,
a lot of people...
everyone thinks snakes and scorpions are in your backyard, They're not.
I've never seen a snake.
I've never seen a snake or a scorpion.
Really? Not a scorpion?
No.
I've seen lots of scorpions.
We went hunting for them, I told you, and I couldn't find any.
Yeah, when I lived in Avondale, I saw lots of scorpions. And my brother-in-law, who was in Gilbert before me, I used to call this Scorpion City because he is forever getting scorpions in his house because he's a cheap bastard.
But he didn't spray.
He didn't use Nature Zone. He's a cheap bastard, and that's why he kept getting scorpions in his house.
You got it. You definitely got to spray for him. You know, you have to.
And now he has a kid, so now he's
very conscious.
I don't know if
he's
he's using Nature Zone, but I think he is using a service now.
he's definitely using something.
He's using something because he was getting like 12 scorpions in his house a year. Seriously.
Yeah. I mean, if I had scorpions in my house, I'd definitely be using it.
Yeah. All right, guys. I don't see any additional questions. So with that,
thank you so much. And
that concludes another edition of Arizona Living. Be sure to send a link of this show to your friends and family on Facebook. Like, subscribe, and let me know below what you thought of this episode. Till next time!